Wow, what a great morning flying. What's that smell though? Oh dear, it smells like the fumes coming out of my exhaust and my carburettor. If only there was a handy device I could plug in the carburettor and the exhaust to stop those fumes coming out. And maybe with a little flag on it that says please remove before flight, so numpties like me don't fly with it in. If only.
So it appears, yes, there are. And this is Martin, my flight buddy, who's flown a few things in his time, who's come up with the answer. So Martin, take it away.
Well, it started off, I don't particularly like having vents and open holes to the world and allowing insects and dust and all sorts of things to climb in. So I thought I might get a few plugs and sort of rig something together. And then we went to Spain last year when we were shipping the machines in the back of the van. Everyone was stuffing the holes with bits of tissue and all sorts of gash things. So I thought there's got to be a better solution, and one that means you don't leave something actually in one of the holes, which might stop your engine from starting or cause problems later on. So I just came up with the idea of finding appropriately sized online pieces to make up the system. So the first thing we have is the plug on the exhaust, and that just neatly sits on there, seals the exhaust so you don't get any smell from the exhaust, and also stops things climbing in. That's silicon, so it's fairly high temperature resistant, but I always wait until it's cool before I put the thing on anyway. Then up on the top we've got the plug that goes in the airbox, and that just pops out, seals off the airbox, stops any flies or anything else getting in there, giving you problems later on, and also stops any smells out of the airbox. And on the Bulldog, I've also got a plug on the fuel tank vent. The fuel tank vent, source of a lot of smell in the car, and that just seals it off. The flag remove before flight is self-explanatory, and if you try and start the engine with that on, you're fairly silly, and the engine wouldn't start anyway. They're all tied together with one long cord, so you can't leave one in, and works a treat actually. You don't get any smell in the car, don't get any smell in the garage, and then leave it in the car. When you finish flying, stick it back on again and you're good to go. Quite a few guys have flown with them, people with camper vans, and they say it's fantastic. As opposed to the camper being full of petrol fumes and not smelling very nice, it actually doesn't smell. They're available on eBay, and if anyone wants to get in contact with different machines or any questions, feel free.
So which machine is it available for?
I've done one for the Air Conception Nitro, slightly more complex than this because they've got two holes in the airbox, and slightly more expensive than this one. And I've got them for the Vittorazi, and with just a 2-plug. If you need a fuel vent plug, then that's slightly different, and I've done them for certain models, but you'd have to contact me and we can sort that out.
Fantastic.
A bargain. Problem solved.
In conclusion, what did we learn? So I think we've learned that Martin likes to fill holes, he doesn't like gas jobs, nobody likes a gas job, and he's given much joy to many a car driver or camper van owner by reducing the smell of the Paramotor. And on a serious note, I've got to thank Martin for all the help he's given me, both in ground handling and getting off the ground. Yeah, we've had instruction and everything, but you have to go out on the field and practice and do it yourself. Learn, fly. And it can be a hard job, especially when you lay out the wing and the wind blows it over and all the rest of it. Thanks to Martin's previous experience, he knows how much help to give you, how much advice to give you. Never too much, never too little. Just the right amount. Thanks, Martin. And his product's superb. What more can I say?